Hey guys, it's Carrie Higgs here. I am going to take you for a little drive. Today we're going to take a look at Forsyth, Missouri as a possible place for you to move to. And just giving you some general information and a little driving tour. And I'm also going to be popping up some information and maps on this side of the screen. I hope this works. It's going to take some editing, but I did take some nice shots of driving all the way to Forsyth. And I thought I would show you some of that and then kind of talk you through some stuff as we're going. If you haven't seen my videos before, I try to bring as much information to you as possible through video, so you're not spending a lot of time driving. I'm not spending a ton of time driving and talking, so this eliminates a lot of stuff that you have to go through as a real estate buyer and for me as a real estate agent. So I think this has really helped you guys from what you're telling me. So if you have any other areas that you want me to take a tour of, I'd be glad to do that. So Forsyth is on the east side of Branson. So I'm going to hop on 65 and take a left on 160. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm driving south on 65. It looks like a really busy day. It's a Saturday, so it's usually a really busy day for Branson, but Forsyth is actually a lot quieter once you get over there. It's a really nice small town, and it's also the county seat of Taney County. So all of our local government is over in Forsyth, our courthouse, the jail, anything pertaining to getting permits and paying taxes, that's all done in Forsyth. So once I get on 160, I just shoot right over to Forsyth, and it'll take me about 15 minutes from here. Typically from Branson, it takes 20 minutes. As you can see, I'm at the intersection here. I'm taking a left going east, and all you do is stay on 160 all the way. You can also get to Forsyth from the landing or downtown, and you actually take Highway 76 through Kirbyville, and it's about the same amount of time, and it gets a little curvy, so you don't want to drive really too fast on this road. And if you get behind a dump truck, it is not a lot of fun. So that's kind of the downside of driving to Forsyth. It's a little curvy. Get behind somebody slow, it's really going to slow you down, and you can't pass most of the time. You're going through the area of Walnut Shade. Walnut Shade is an old town, old wagon town I call it, but you know, there's really just a graveyard and an old church. This is where Bear Creek and Bull Creek meet together, and then both of those creeks come together, and then they flow into Taneycomo, or what was once the old White River. But that's another video because we're talking about Forsyth. Okay, so let's get moving on, and we're going to enter Forsyth here real soon. Alright, so now I'm at the intersection of F Highway and 160. So this is another way to get to Forsyth, because you can take F Highway and get straight to Branson, on the north side of Branson, which is what a lot of people do. It's kind of a shortcut. Also, there's Merriam Woods and Rockaway Beach. We're not going to go through that area. We're going to go right past it over to Forsyth, but that's also over here on the east side. You know, as we're driving along 160, it's a very scenic highway. Got some beautiful views. And I find that once you live over here, it kind of has everything that you need as far as grocery stores and hardware store. You know, it's got an old downtown part that has, you know, little things that you might need on a daily basis. But, you know, for big shopping items, I would say you would probably want to go to Springfield and hit Sam's or Costco, which is going to be a good 50 minute drive actually from Forsyth, and then, you know, to get to Super Walmart in Branson, that's just 20 minutes, and then Branson has, you know, a lot of shopping, so you're real close to entertainment and shopping still, not too far away, but off the beaten path. The population population of Forsyth is actually 2,545. So it's a nice small town, and I've known plenty of people that have lived here all their life, and their families from here. So we have a lot of old local families here in Forsyth. And this is kind of the industrial part. You have H Highway to the left of us now, and well, you've got an auto body shop, you've got Feral Gas, you've got a couple churches, you know, some little resale shops, heating and cooling, RV service. Oh, also we have a Cox Health Center, so we've got a doctor's office there. We have Taneycomo lumber. That's new, so that's a nice addition to Forsyth for a nice lumber yard. Now we're kind of getting into the older neighborhoods right here along the road. These homes have been here for a really long time. Most of them were built in the 60s. And then there's some older homes here to the left. Right before you get to the scenic view. Oh yeah, I gotta show you the scenic view. So we'll stop there. I just pulled over to look at the scenic view. And so took a little shot of that for you here. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? You can actually see the very end of T Highway in Branson. So it goes for miles, this view does. A lot of people stop here and take a picture. Going next. Let me just show you a little bit more of the town and the shopping. Okay, so I'm getting into Forsyth, going by First Community Bank right now. We've got the Enzyme Company to the right, which is a company that's been here for many years, I think since the 70s. Have a couple other banks, Branson Bank, Harvest, and a strip mall with Family Dollar. There's a church there, and then also McDonald's. So as far as restaurants and shopping, you have McDonald's, you've got Country Mart, Sonic, Casey's General Store, and Hong Kong Chinese. That's where I usually go because I'm in a hurry to get in and out of here. Also, there's O'Reilly's Auto Parts. So you've got a lot going on right here in this little section, and this is before you get to the downtown part. All right, and now I'm at the middle school, home of the Panthers. So what I thought was interesting about this school, that the teacher to student ratio is 14:1 is what it said online. You guys, teachers out there, might leave me some comments below and let me know if that's correct. But it is a nice small school. I think a lot of our kids get lost in the shuffle when the schools are too large. And the building seems to be well kept. So if you're looking for a smaller school for your kids with more of a hometown feel, Forsyth might be for you. We're going to be moving on. I'm going to show you a couple other little shopping areas in the downtown part. It's not real big, so if you blink you might miss it. Also some places to eat. There's a Mountain William Pizza. I have not tried that yet. Yummy Cafe Donuts, coffee and donuts. More banks, thrift stores, H&R Block. Yeah, a little bit of everything. Good old frosted mug. Some Mexican restaurants. So we've got some little restaurants here and there that are not chains, that are pretty good. And also one that people really like is Fat Daddy's Barbecue. Okay, here we're turning in the old downtown part, and we have another grocery store, Save a Lot Food Stores, which is really a nice, clean little discount grocery store. I really like that store for finding certain things when I'm over here. But yeah, we have some antique stores. There's some insurance offices and a little cafe that looks closed. And there is the courthouse right there. So the courthouse was built later because our old courthouse actually burned in a fire back in the Civil War days, and they had the original town of Forsyth was down in Swan Valley, which I'll show you that area too. And there is the Judicial Center. And then we'll actually get into probably the oldest part of Forsyth. There's some retirement homes right here. Most of these homes were built back in the 60s, 50s, maybe older. I think I sold one in here that was actually built in the 40s even. And now we're driving down Y Highway, and Y Highway sits on this huge mountain ridge which overlooks Taneycomo. So the houses along the right here all have this amazing huge view of Taneycomo. And I'm going to stop here at the other scenic view and show you that one too. Wow, what an amazing view from up here. It's a long way down. Those houses over there are at the end of T Highway, so they're actually building some nightly rental homes in there next to those condos. So as you can tell, the fishing here would be great. If you lived here full time, you could go out and fish anytime you wanted to. So that is really the main reason I think people, especially retired couples, they want to come here and just fish. I'm going to show you the rest of these little homes here along Y Highway. See, there's some little fishing cabins that have been here forever, also some old resorts. We're getting close to Shoals Power Site Dam just up the way, and now I'm going to show you Shoals Park, which is one of my favorite little parks to walk. It's so peaceful down here, and I see some people out walking their dogs. There's some pontoons out today because it's such a gorgeous day, so let's go take a look at that. Actually, this park is fairly new, all these walkways and, you know, access to the water. So they really made it nice in here. And I always see people down here enjoying getting out for a walk, walking their dog. And it's just a nice, quiet place to come, especially if you don't have a lot of yard of your own. And there is a public boat launch. Also, there's some courtesy docks up there where you can, you know, pick people up. You can drop your boat in and then, you know, pick your family up on the dock, which is really nice. I've always loved this place. Actually, my friend, one of my good friends got married here. And I wonder what's going on with it. I don't know. Looks like it's not in great shape, and it says keep out. So, yeah, such a grand building that needs work. But yeah, it was a wedding venue at one time, and I think it used to be an old hotel or an old resort. Now we're getting close to Power Site Dam, so I'm going to show you that next. Okay, here we are at Power Site Dam. This dam was built in 1913, and it actually formed Taneycomo Lake when this was built. And it was the largest dam of its time to generate electricity. So I thought that was kind of a fun fact that I didn't know about. I didn't really know it was that old, but it is just a beautiful, beautiful day to take a look at this dam with all the water flowing over. also the sidewalks here extend from that park that we were at. So I forgot how many miles it is. I'll have to look it up. But you can walk quite a way, so it's a great place to get some exercise. We're now driving through Shadow Rock Park. I'll show you some shots of that because that's kind of you know, a community place where you have a lot of pavilions and people are down here having little parties and kids are out playing on the playground. And Swan Creek actually flows around the edge of it and into the lake, and it's a really great place to go fishing as well. And you can see the crystal clear water, and it's very cold water too, so beautiful place to fish and a great place to bring your kids and let them play in the park. I actually ran into a man I know named Rick, and he loves to fish. So I stopped making my video. He caught me taking some pictures of the lake, and he said, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm making my YouTube video." He said, "Well, here's a fishing pole. Let's go fishing for a few minutes." So got to do that for a few minutes unexpectedly, which was awesome. Didn't catch any fish though. Saw a little one in there. I think we were too close to the bank. So I told him we need a boat next time. So I think I probably need to end my video here, just showing you the town of Forsyth, and probably next time I'll have to do a little more real estate, you know, neighborhood tour. Maybe 5 best neighborhoods or 5 favorite neighborhoods. Maybe you can tell me what you'd like to know about Forsyth in the comments below if you're thinking about moving here. And also I'll leave some listings so you can see what's active on the market in this area. And as always, I really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.